Welcome back to another episode of Lost Lands, the Ice Spell Collector's Edition. I'm using a different tripod this time around, so hopefully it stays put for this entire time. So hopefully this works. So I am going to be playing a little bit more on this, so let's go ahead and continue on. Alright, as we can see, we have done this so far, so let's go ahead and go over here, shall we? Okay, this bird is interesting though, but there is a collectible right there, I just saw that. And that is the mittens. Sorry about me yawning, I just got up like a little bit ago. I was taking a little nap. And the morphing object may not be, available just yet. Interesting. Alright, red flags. Okay. So now we're going to be playing a little bit of a mini game. Here we go. Alright, so the gimmick here is prod the swamp with the pole to find a safe route to the cave. So that's the whole gimmick, right? So you're prodding the ground, and if it comes that, where it's the hole, then you know that you are not going to go in that direction. So just follow along, you'll be able to get to the correct path the right way. So I'm going to keep going until I'm able to get a path here. Okay, as you can see, what just happened here. Okay. As you can see, I'm trying to find the correct path, as you can see. Okay. Alright, so now the path is now in the correct position. So now we could safely pick this little flower right here that turns out to be a butterfly. Alright, so we've got some acorns, right? Well, let's toss them at this bird. Whoop, whoop, and donk right on the bird's head. Alright. Mind you, whatever it was is down in here. So we need to go and fish it out with something. Oh, we need a bridge. Some planks. Interesting. So we've got a ruin piece. Nice. Alright. So now let's go ahead and place... Ooh, before we do that... We got a temporary bridge. Nice. So now let's go ahead and place that right there. Ah. Really? Alright. Apparently I can't talk today. And no, I'm not getting sick. Okay, that was not good. Who the heck was that grabbed us? Wow.
Have a seat. Get yourself warm. Good. Krigar came in time. These marshes have never shown mercy to anybody.
Thank you, Krigar. I'm Susan. You won't believe me, but I've been looking for you.
For me? Who would need anything from a lonely goblin?
You were recommended as an excellent hunter and tracker. I need to get into a secure place and steal a very important artifact.
I can't believe there's a real job for him. Oh, Krigar agrees to everything. Just so long as he doesn't wither in this forsaken swamp. He'll need his belt with his hunting gear. Oh, where did he put it? Finding anything in this mess is a challenge.
I can help you.
Well, not a bad idea. She should help Krigar find his tools. They must be here somewhere.
And they shall somehow, in some way. So, let's go ahead and find that out, huh? So there's something, what is this? A garden trowel. Okay. We've got a morphing object. We only have 9 left to find, and that will be it for the morphing objects. So we have a icicle. We have 1 more to find, and that is it. Okay? We got this over here at the pike pole. Oh, that might be handy in some way. Alright.
I fished the chest out of the swamp a couple of days ago, but I don't know how to open it.
Okay. Fair point. Some rods for what? Oh, I see. To hold that up. I see. Alright, here we are in the hidden object scene. Whoa. Okay. Alright, we're gonna hold on to that for a minute. Okay. Okay, there is something we can use. Okay. Yes, I figured as much. Alright. Interesting. Ah, okay. Looks like I am gonna go right over there. We're gonna go and grab this right here. Okay, well, we've got that. Let's go back over here and knock this thing out. Okay, now we've gotten that. Let's brush this off, huh? Okay, so let's memorize that, shall we? As you may know, that I sometimes do tend to have a good memory in some way, but I don't have a very good memory. I need something sharp to cut the fabric. Oh, okay. And look at that. We found a piece that we need. Krikaw's belt. Who knew?
Oh, thank you. Now Krikar is ready to go. What should he do?
Hold on. I need one more person for the full-scale team. I heard you have a workmate.
No lies. Fly Lena, a forest fairy. She's small and smart. She can fit into any hole. Then they must go to the fairy glade. It's over the left path from the ancient Ontis. Here, Krika has a hint for the riddle on the plate.
Alright, so that's gonna be handy. Okay, there's nothing left here, so we are gonna go ahead and go down. And then we're gonna... Oh, there's something else here we can do for some reason. And yes, there is. So let's zoom in right here. And use the tool that we just gotten. And there it is. And it's some sort of key of some sort. So we're gonna hold on to that for a minute. Now, let's, okay. Just want to make sure we have everything. But there is something of sort in here we can do. So let's go here. Dig up whatever's here. We got some kills inside there. Interesting. Okay. Okay. So now, let's go ahead and place some of these things, shall we? Let's grab that. Okay. And eventually, we will fill this entire thing. Alright? And what this holds is interesting. We will have to come back to it at some point. Okay? We will have to come back to it at some point. And why am I going this far back? Alright. Now, this puzzle is tough if you don't know what you're doing. Alright? So, if you don't know what you're doing on this puzzle, well, here I am going in blind. Okay? So if you don't know what you're doing, look at the image here, and then you gotta do it just right. Otherwise, it's not going to work perfectly. Okay? So, first things first, we're gonna go ahead and place this piece right here. And then we're gonna place this piece on top of that. But then we're going to place a piece like so. And then we're going to place a piece like that. Now, as you can see, the piece underneath is on top, below this piece here. But you got to have it where it's very, very precise, as you can see. It's like you're weaving a fabric together. Over, under, over, under, over, under, over, under. You get the idea. So it's the same concept here, but except it's actually an actual solid object. So that is going to be interesting. Okay? So while we're at it, right? So let's go ahead and place this piece like so. We're like that, okay? Now, the concept is that it's supposed to be over this piece. Now, if you were to get the piece that goes around that, or above that, you go like that. Okay? Now, as weird as it is, right? Sometimes you mess up sometimes, so you kind of have to move some pieces to do it right. So you might have to do just that sometimes, okay? And you gotta do it right, otherwise it's not going to work, okay? Because if you put it in the wrong place, and if you do things in the wrong way, and it just won't work. Why? Because, well, of course, you get the idea. Okay, you gotta do it accurately perfect. Otherwise, it's not gonna work. Okay, so you gotta look at this thing so many times just to make sure you're doing it right. Okay, you gotta be doing it right, because otherwise, it's not gonna work. As you can see, I'm looking at the paper so many times. That is because that it has to be perfect. Because if you just slap it on there and get the puzzle just your way, well, it's not gonna work. It has to be accurately perfect in order for it to work, which is sad. So. Okay, and now the final two pieces, let's go ahead and place them. As you can see, it is accurate. Because it has to be perfect. Otherwise, it's not going to work.
Is clear.
The fairy glade is on the other side of Mist Lake.
So we have 52 kills on hand. So,
Oh, poor thing, locked in the cage. Don't worry, I'll let you out. What's this? A note?
Now, keep in mind, if you are...
Fairies avoid strangers. They're here. I can feel them.
Okay. I know you can. But here is the interesting part, though. In order for me to get here, you need to have at least 50 kills in order to get to this location. So keep that in mind. If you don't have enough, you gotta go and find out where the rest of them are if you don't have them all. So we're gonna go ahead and grab that. Alright. According to the pipes, I have to arrange the pipes. Hang up only pipes that are shown on the image. Alright. Alright. And it has to be in the correct order for it to work.
Krikar? Is that you? Haven't seen you for ages, pal. Who's there with you? Hello there, friend. This is Susan, and she needs our help. Professional help, if you know what I mean. Flylina, listen. This is the real job we've been waiting for.
Hello, Flylina. You've heard of the calamity in the plains. I was entrusted, so to speak, to solve the problem, and if I fail, the cold will reach your forest too. It's actually happening right now.
I know. We can feel it. I'd go with you, but I can't leave my people in these hard times. Have you seen that illness has struck our precious tree? Its roots are infected with morbid moss. We're suffering together with it. Our healer, the only one in the tribe who could read, passed away. But she left a book with instructions for healing the tree.
I see. I'll help you heal the tree.
One good turn deserves another.
A tiny fairy book.
Here, look at the roots.
What a strange moss. I'd better study the healer's book, but it's so tiny. What if I try to enlarge it?
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. So it looks like we're going to enlarge something here that is going to be a little bit challenging. But before we do any of that, since I'm out of time, before we do any enlarging any books, we're going to go and look for these collectibles as we find them, right? Okay. There's an owl sitting right here. Okay. And now we just need to find the morphing object. We gotta do it quick. Sometimes the morphing object do tend to blend in with a lot of the surroundings, so sometimes that can be annoying at times, so be aware of that. Alright, so now we're back in here. Now let's find the morphing object and the collectible, whatever it is. Okay? This is the morphing object sitting right here. Alright. Now, the main collectible is in here is what? And I believe I just saw it for a quick second. And that is, ladies and gentlemen, the Ice Cold Fairy Tale achievement. Congratulations on getting this far. So that is all the icicles we have found. So we are done finding those. But we're not done finding all the rest of them. So keep this in mind. Okay? So as far as the collectibles, so we're going to go over here, and I'm going to end it off right there at the collectibles, okay? Alright, so we have 6 owls, 5 of the stained glass, we have completed every icicle, we have 4 mittens, we are still missing 1 Lost Land manuscript, okay? We have 23 out of 30 morphing objects. There is golden horses, though. However, I'm not sure where they're found yet. Okay? So until then, I'm your host, SurvivalMan1, and I will catch you guys in the next episode of Lost Lands. The Ice Spell Collector's Edition. I'm your host, SurvivalMan1, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.